Hi, Magical Maestros. How are ya? Okay, so this week we're working on energetic mastery. So, so I want to continue the conversation about energetic mastery from our call yesterday and from the video I did. And I wrote a few things over the weekend about it as well. But this time I want to talk about three different things that came up when I asked, what is it about energetic mastery people wanted to know. So one is sustainability. How do you keep your energy in the high vibe? The second is how to walk in limitless energy and vitality. And the third is, I'm just looking at my notes here, how to source and move big energy for greater purpose. So, okay, let's start with sustainability. I had to work at it. And it took me a while. I don't know that everybody does, because I think once a number of us work on getting sustainable at a new level, then poof, everybody else gets it easy and automatically, and just find them there. It's part of consciousness. But if you're one of the ones who's leading the way in sustainability, then there's a bit of practice involved with it, and I'll tell you how I did it, and I'm sure there are loads of ways. So I made sure that when I got up and was in the shower in the morning, I would do this thing, first thing, like just fill myself with sparkling, beautiful energy. I would get into the high vibe, and I use the shower to do that because that's a good, I like showers, and it's just a good place for me to do that. So that would start my day, and then maybe a couple of times during the day I might catch myself, just I've slipped, okay, yeah, I would do that. This was probably in the last 2 to 4 years I was doing some of these things. um, and then there was a point where Centauri and I knew I had to be somewhere with a breathtaking view for a certain amount of time. So we rented a place in Spain that had beach views, 180-degree beach views, sunrise, sunset, just and anything like that, whatever is breathtaking for you, will take you there. And I knew that if we could witness that, if I could have 20 times a day a moment of, oh God, that's so beautiful. Look at this world. It's just so breathtaking. If I could do that, I could find a sustainability. And I think there was a moment in time where it just tipped over into permanence. So I had to kind of source it for a while. And I would suggest that I have some friends who set reminders a few times a day, like I've set a little alarm on your phone and set a reminder, oh yeah, I get myself in the high vibe. But really, go on a quest for breathtaking moments, however you get them, whether it's standing in your garden, whether it's watching something on a television show, whether it's um, witnessing the magnificence of another being, which I just did a video on that on my timeline about witnessing magnificence. Whatever it is that you need to do to find yourself becoming a permanent spot. It is about the raising of vibrational frequency. Once you've raised vibrational frequency, you see everything from a completely different place. It occurs very, very differently. So let's just try an example with that. Okay, so let's see. Take a deep breath. Think of something you love. And let it come up in you. Now think of a breathtaking moment in your life where you witnessed something so beautiful, so profound that it brought you to tears. And then let that profound moment ripple through every cell of you. Let every cell join in the celebration, the joie de vivre of it all. the joy, the I'm going to say the ness of it all. But let every cell of you join in on that moment. And if you do that multiple times a day, if you find exquisite, breathtaking moments, if you look for it in life around you, if you source those profound moments, eventually it will just tip over into permanence for you. And that will become a natural state of being, and you will find you won't come out of it anymore. That's what happened for me anyway. So that's sustainability. Okay, so Christine in particular asked, how do I walk in limitless energy and vitality? How do I get that energy? Well, for me, I use the limitless energy of the universe in creation. I think that's a good one to tap. I mean, if you think about the universe and the galaxies colliding and and the stars going supernova, the black holes drawing in and spitting out stuff, and like if you just think of the magnificent, majestic energy that comes from the universe, why would I run on personal energy when I can run on that? And I have to say, probably the first time I did that, it was like, boom. You know, when you take your car to the petrol station or gas station, they call it in North America, and you put the hose in and you fill it with, gas or petrol, right? Well, it's a little bit like that, except that I don't drive up to a filling station. I am permanently connected. I am a part of the wild, infinite genius universe, and I am permanently connected to it. Therefore, I am a source of its limitless energy, and I am vitalized by its limitless energy. It rolls in me as it rolls in the universe, and there is a limitless, infinite source of energy in the universe. Now, again, play, practice, find your own way with this. I would say there is a point where it does again tip over into permanence. I probably initially had to do that a few times until it just became a natural state of flow, because it's so delightful to me. I can't even imagine wanting to drop out of it. I used to say to people in exercises, in courses and workshops that we do, connect, disconnect, connect, disconnect, because I wanted them to see how to do it. I'm not recommending you do that, because we're so connected now that to disconnect is like, I can't even do it. I don't even want to do it. I could show you what it's like without undoing it, without disconnecting. I can show you what it's like with me if I don't run on limitless energy for a second, and I don't work in high vibrational frequency. I can feel myself dropping, 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 lower, lower, lower. Good, normal. There. Okay. There. Now I'm at normal. Now if I wanted to drop further, there. Now you can hear the difference in my voice, right? You see the difference? Okay, so now I'm going back up, raising the vibrational frequency, plugging into the limitless energy, becoming the universe, the infinite, the source. Ah! Why would I ever want to be anything different than that? You could see the difference. You could hear the difference. You could probably feel the difference, right? Imagine, like, wow, that's just incredible. So that's number 2, playing with limitless energy of the universe and creation, or however you want to do that. Okay, number 3, how to source and move big energy for greater purpose. Kathleen put a wonderful post in Magical Maestros today about that she was doing this enormous work in the world with some challenging circumstances, like children in captivity, I think she mentioned. There were some other things. And that she always found when she did big work, she did it amazingly in consciousness in the field, but that she also was doing it maybe with or through her physicality, and she found that hard on her physicality. So I'm just going to talk about how I do that. We will all find our own ways with this. Okay. The only way I use my physical to do big work or to move big energies is through my deep eternal core as an activation of the field. It's an emotive activation of the field. But first, I become the field. So I'm not in here trying to make something happen. I'm out here. I am the universe. I am the infinite. I am the field. I am the source, whatever, I am the quantum, whatever it is that I need to be at that moment. I surrender myself. I become that out here in consciousness, in the quantum field. And then I use my deep eternal core, which isn't just what's inside here, it's there. That's me using my deep eternal core as the all, as the field, as the universe, as the source, as the infinite. And my emotion, my emotive activation allows me to move things in the field. So that's the first way in which I use my physicality. The second way is that if there's whopping big energy, we've all had those moments where it's like, sometimes I've had times where you feel nauseous, you feel dizzy, you might get shaky. There's so much energy, you almost don't know what to do with it. Well, you can't hold that much energy in the physical body. I say you can't. I can't. Nobody I know can. If you can, hallelujah, because maybe you've mastered that in some way, and I'd love to hear how you've done that. But for me, mostly, I say to people, don't try to hold big energy in your body. Big energy comes to you for a purpose. Even if it's for you to become a greater being, what I do with it is I take the big energy, I roll it through me, through my field, and with the physicality at the center of that, the core of that, and I gift it. I gift that energy to the world. So even if it's a new beingness coming to me, for me, by the gifting of it, it's calling others beings into play, and then I get it back in a way that's integratable for me into physicality. Because I always say, big energies, gift it to the world, and then it'll come back to you with grace. And then what happens is you don't get so dizzy, so exhausted, so wiped out by it. You still might need to sleep afterwards if it's a real whopper big energy, and that's okay too, because sleeping is a great way to integrate big energies. You go deep, and your body relaxes, and it just finds its way into every cell of you, which is really awesome. So there you go. Those are the three things, and I would just finally say, just be wildly, wildly in love with life, in love with the universe, in love with the world, in love with nature, in love with others. Seek magnificence. Just that whole thing will leave you with so much brilliant, bright energy that you will just have a spectacular day. Okay, that's it for today on Energetic Mastery. I love you all. Have a good one. Lots of love. Bye.